How can something so essential to life completely elude the mass consciousness? Water is a miracle substance which feeds our spirit, and when recognized as such, helps to turn the lights on within our internal city of light. Water is the substance that feeds us our true nature. It is the miraculous brew which defines who we are within that nature. Water is the way home to our connection with the cosmic mind. Water, and only water, fills us with the knowledge we need to change our planet into the oasis and paradise it was meant to be. If you have ever prayed for a miracle or asked God for something in your life, it is water that delivers the message to the cosmic mind. Well, rather, it is the hydrogen within that water that slips easily back into its connection to all life and ultimately to the cosmic creative mind. Hydrogen is connective, liberating, and the revealing truth behind this planet's destiny. If there is one thing I know for certain, we were not placed here on this planet without a connection back to that from which we were created. We are the progeny of a miraculous, creative, cosmic substance that allows its progeny to create as well. However, the long road home involves realizing that the abundant substance on this planet, water, is actually the key to being a creator. We all know that we personally need water, yet it does not seem to penetrate to the place of reverence within us where we keep our treasures. Life is not sensed. It is pulsed and harmonized, touched, loved, and connected with all life through our hydrogen DNA and our atomic structure. Water carries the ingredients to keep our heart beating and our pulse throbbing with potential. There was a day so sweet when I was introduced to the truth of living waters. After that day, the miracle of just what water is all about has been growing around me like a garden that is well tended. The beautiful blooms of knowledge about this substance have been shared by the vapors within me and those which swirl around me, wafting their perfume to the cells of my body. My body has responded to this lovely perfume, and I have found the knowledge which all of us so desperately need. The symbiotic relationship between mankind and nature can be evidenced by our need for oxygen, which is supplied by the plants and trees around us. We in turn give these beautiful gems the gift of our carbon dioxide. This is just one simple example of the harmony which exists in the nature around us. It is also something that we take for granted on a daily basis. Ask yourself what we are doing to that harmony when we worship the products which are turned out by factories that are destroying our planetary harmony. How can we get ourselves out of this mess in time to save the future of the planet? Water is the key to that question, and one which I will take up in a new video about gem energy. It has been documented and is very clear to us now that we have polluted all of our rivers, streams, lakes, and oceans. In addition, we are destroying entire species of water-dependent life forms for our materialistic folly. All life needs water. We can destroy all kinds of things on this planet and it would probably turn out all right. But water is the one thing that we cannot continue to pollute and destroy. Carl Sagan said, "Our obligation to survive is owed not just to ourselves, but also to that cosmos, ancient and vast, from which we spring." I would like to share with you the results of my search about the water within us and that upon the planet. I started researching in earnest, and the Bible was very revealing. It is funny how once you know the key, everything slides into place, and you can see things that you never would have seen before. Job 72:6. For he maketh small drops of water, they pour down rain according to the vapor thereof. The vapor, of course, is the hydrogen component of water. Proverbs 30:4. Who hath bound the waters in a garment? The waters are bound within the human body, your sacred temple. You are the garment in which God has bound the waters. My research has taken me through all of the world's religions, and I have found this information above within all of them. For instance, this is what the Quran says about water, and there is nothing more beautiful than this. It says, "Then he directed himself to the heaven, and it is a vapor. The likeness of this world's life is only as water which we send down from the cloud. Then he made his progeny of an extract of water held in light estimation." Our universe is made up of 90% hydrogen. Our atmosphere is mostly oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen symbiotically blend and combust in the human body in order to provide the energy for your heart to beat. Each day, your body burns 1/2 pound of hydrogen to keep your body warm, nourish you through the energy needed in the cells of your body, and all the bodily functions which are required to keep you walking, talking, breathing, etc. Have you once thought about that? In the human body, it is the parts of hydrogen which are essential for health. If the pH of any of the bodily fluids become more acid or more alkaline, illness follows. By the way, the medical definition of pH means parts of hydrogen, not the scientific explanation of potential of hydrogen. There is a substance within water that is receptive to thought and verbal communication. What is that substance? It is the rich substance in the primordial waters, and that is hydrogen. Hydrogen is so much more than we have ever known. Omniscience, or all-knowing, is when we are connected to the hydrogen highway, and the hydrogen receptors are fully functioning in the body and along the spinal cord and around the ventricles of the brain. This is when nothing is hidden and the atoms are visible in everything around you. This is when you view past, present, and future, and you exist fully within all three. You will then be aware of infinite dimensions. Your every breath will flow through all dimensions. The cosmic you will then be unveiled. Our connection to the sea is homogeneous, similar in nature and kind. You are the magnificence of this planet in all its varying forms. Nature hungers for your connection with an overpowering need, as surely as you need nature to bring you full circle back to yourself. The divine light vehicle, or the Merkaba, literally means to ride. But Mer means from the sea. Ka means life force or spirit. And Ba means the soul. The other very interesting component to this is that the Merkaba vehicle of upward pointing triangle and downward pointing triangle are the 6 spokes of a hydrogen crystal. In a dimensional Merkaba, you have a part at the top, a small part of the triangle, which is intersected and cut off. This, of course, carries a number 3, and again, when fully understood, takes you to the 999 and away from the 666. The sea and its briny and salty component liberates hydrogen from the water, allowing it to ascend and then descend again with the rain, and allowing the fresh water we find on our planet. In liberating the spirit to travel freely in the higher realms, you are looking at the hydrogen component. When you harness this inner hydrogen, you can travel freely in the spirit vehicle that is activated by the hydrogen time-space aspect of its nature. As I was out of my body and freely flying with the hydrogen component, it was a living, pulsing tool which would allow instantaneous completion of whatever my soul wanted to know or where it wanted to be. We are heading for a day of liberation that only water can give us. Water is the carrier of the light codes to awaken our understanding of water and how to use it. My gift was to bring this understanding to the world. We are very close to making that an actuality on this planet. Water, and only water, carries the vital force of existence on this planet. Carl Sagan said, "We are a way for the cosmos to know itself." As the vital force is activated on the planet, it will awaken your liver where all the knowledge is stored. Rumi said, "Not only the thirsty seek the water as well seeks the thirsty." We are in the times of potential. Never before has so much potential been ready to burst into a new dynamic experiential life. In order for this potential to be born, we cannot lose sight of true reality, the perfectness of all life, and its need for expression and resonance with the soul energy. We on this planet have lived through centuries of degradation, violence, materialistic self-indulgence, and pious self-righteousness. This past display of non-life living in blindness has blotted out all vestiges of truth from the minds and hearts of mankind. This minute, this second, and this heartbeat is the time of the potential of mankind. Water carries the sacred covenant and matrix for all creation. Water is the equalizer, overcoming matter with the flowering of spirit into a new mankind, God-man. Water carries the etheric substance of creation. The thought which activated our beginning is calling to us. The sea is our natural anchor, the place from which our souls take flight into the ethers of the cosmic mind. The seas within us reach out to the global seas, harmonizing the planetary tides and our own personal tides. This is the fountain of grace, spirit, and light, a triune truth. The waters within us have been separated from the waters which are whole and not divided. Water is the key to all the mysteries which we have wanted to know. Water was the key element in the miracles of Moses, Jesus, and John the Baptist. How have we overlooked this for so long? Henry Bergson, in Creative Evolution, wrote, "A beneficent fluid bathes us, whence we draw the very force to labor and to live. From the ocean of life in which we are immersed, we are continually drawing something." Yes, indeed, a beneficent fluid indeed. This is one of my favorite Nikola Tesla quotes from an interview in 1908. Think about that. 1908. This is what he said. "It appears then possible for man, through harnessed energy of the medium and suitable agencies for starting and stopping ether whirls, to cause matter to form and disappear. At his command, almost without effort on his part, old worlds would vanish and new ones would spring into being. He could alter the size of this planet, control its seasons, adjust its distance from the sun, and guide it on its eternal journey along any path he might choose through the depths of the universe. He could make planets collide and produce his suns and stars, his heat and light. He could originate life in all its infinite forms. To cause at will the birth and death of matter would be man's grandest deed, which would make him the master of physical creation, make him fulfill his ultimate destiny." The Bible talks about water and healing. John 5:3 and 4. "In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, and stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had." The healing miracles at the Lord's site are now evident. It is when the water is taken up to a harmonious complement of hydrogen and oxygen that healing can occur. When you start with water, you can create life and energy. You and I were created out of the hydrogen void from the mind of God and the earthly waters which contain the cosmic ether, hydrogen, and the earthly atmosphere, oxygen. When the earthly waters touch the cosmic waters, a frequency of harmony is reached, and the angels sing. Spirit is easy. The blending of that spirit with the material is where the problem lies. We are like a fish out of water, gasping from lack of our normal, living essence. You are creating light essences every time you breathe out. You create happy circles with each step you take. You are a creator who has lost the incantation, which exposes the real world that you remember within every cell of your body. The atoms of your body are controlled by hydrogen, your natural essence and the keeper of your truth. You look for that essence every single day without remembering what it is you are looking for. Your breath remembers, for it was created from the beat of your heart and the merging oxygen and hydrogen within your body. You are the magic of the cosmos. Throughout the course of human history, we have been kept in the dark and veiled from the beautiful cosmic truth of all that we were truly meant to discover. We have walked the boundaries of Earth's surface with blinders on, keeping us from the simplicity of what is all around us. The water which covers this planet has been whispering to you on a daily basis, "Find my truth." And when you find that truth, you will find new eyes to discover your new spirit home. The water which you bathe in daily has been whispering to you, "I am the keeper of your spirit." And when you finally listen, you will discover that your body thrives thanks to this spirit which is held and given to you as a gift. The water which you drink daily has been whispering to you, "I am the power of your heartbeat." I bring the cosmic mind to you for you to use and resonate with in order to find your spirit harmony. Water is sentient and wonders when mankind is going to awaken to just what it can offer the world. Hard as stone, the world slumbers, and the matrix within water cannot bloom. Hard as stone is the wall surrounding science and materialism, refusing to seek the harmonious route to a new and better world for our future. Inside everything you see, including yourself, is the truth of hydrogen and its water connection. The divine mystery is all about the time-space creature that we are, finite and infinite, all at the same time. We are the pilgrims of time and space who are ordained to finally attain the divine embrace of the living God. How can we do that if we don't know the route home to what gives us that God embrace? The divine embrace is a miraculous and singular event that must be recognized as the exquisite spiritual harmony of the waters above and below, the perpetual balance of life, of like touching like in supreme recognition. As we end this piece on water, I will quote Carl Sagan, "Somewhere there is something incredible waiting to be known." I believe the incredible has been described and will continue to be described in the videos I am putting up for your perusal.